What's going on, guys? Here with some more Star Wars, coming with some more LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about why I think the combat that we've seen so far for LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, looks amazing. So before we get into the video, make sure to go down below and like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a future LEGO Star Wars video. Now let's jump straight into the video. So why do I think the combat for LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is amazing? Well, first, for like the Jedi combat, you can do just so much with it. You can force push tons of enemies, maneuver yourself into like the right position to actually attack your enemy instead of just going straight in and just spamming like the button to attack, and then also dodging and blocking enemy attacks, and also doing different types of attacks, different combos or attacks, or just getting in like a hold position with an enemy, like with an enemy lightsaber user, just like in that one position where you're locking together. There's just so much different stuff you can do with the Jedi combat, and it just sounds like so much fun from what we've seen so far. For blaster combat, it does have the aiming down sights, which is what the Force Awakens had, and people didn't really like that, but I feel like TD Games will make this aiming down sights mechanic for blasters so much better, and it just will be hopefully so much better than what the Force Awakens was. What I've seen so far, it looks like you'll be able to kind of do these battles however you want, whether you want to hide behind some cover or get out of cover and then aim at whatever your two targets or multiple targets. You want to aim at this stormtrooper, aim at that stormtrooper, you can do that instead of just kind of like shooting and kind of hoping for the best, like kind of like the past LEGO games. You actually be able to aim at what target you want to shoot at first. And then once you do like kill like a stormtrooper, like they have a really cool death animation, and maybe they'll have multiple death animations depending on how you do kill them. And then it seems like the stormtroopers enemies will have grenades and other things that they can throw at you, which just will make this combat even better and just make it so much more unique. And then in another part, you're actually fighting the Slave 1 with some blasters, so you can shoot at the Slave 1 with your blaster rifle or whatever else you might have in those scenarios. So just this blaster combat also just sounds like so much fun, and I can't wait to experience it for myself, just like I can't wait to experience the Jedi combat. It also seems like you'll be able to pick up different items on the ground and actually use to fight enemies, as you can see what Luke does in Return of the Jedi. While he's fighting the Rancor, he picks up this bone that you can see in the trailer. So it seems like you'll be able to pick up different weapons to actually use against your enemies, which I love this idea if it is what it actually sounds like. You'll be able to pick up different objects to use against your enemies. This just sounds really good. Now let's talk about space combat. So it just really seems like you'll be able to do so much more with space combat. Even though we've only really seen very little, it just seems like it'll be so much better than the previous LEGO games, and be able to kind of maneuver your starfighter or whatever vehicle you're flying in any way, whether or not you're fighting like a capital ship or dogfighting with an enemy TIE fighter or enemy vessel, whatever it might be. It just seems like you're going to be able to do so much more than what you used to in the old Star Wars games, LEGO Star Wars games. So this just sounds amazing. I just don't know what else to kind of say for the space combat, since we've really not seen very much for it. But it looks very good, and I can't wait to actually be a part of these space battles, and I can't wait to see what else they have to show us in the future. And there you go, guys. That was my quick explanation on why I think the combat for LEGO Star Wars the Skywalker Saga looks amazing on what we've seen so far. We've only seen very little of the combat, so I'm sure in the future that we'll see like some actual like raw gameplay and the combat footage in like the future and like the upcoming months. I'd imagine TD Games would do that, so I would expect that sometime in the future. So we just really don't know whether or not the combat will be amazing, like depending on what it might look like in the future whenever we see some like raw gameplay. But from what we've seen so far in this gameplay trailer, it looks pretty good, and I'm really excited for it. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the gameplay. Do you guys think it's amazing, or do you think it's like kind of lackluster, or do you want to see more? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I've talked about in this video, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.